Its inside is bigger than its outside. Queen Lucy, in the latter pages of C.S. Lewis' final chronicle, confirms Lord Diggory's observation. In our world, too, a stable once had something inside it that was bigger than our whole world. The Last Battle, C.S. Lewis. My good CLB friends and mission partners, that stunning, counterintuitive reality, imperceptible to eyes lacking faith, has always been gloriously and humbly real, and at the heart of the life, faith, and mission of God's people. Whether its truth is seen in a mustard seed, a widow's mite, a drop of oil in the bottom of a jar, a minuscule lump of leaven, the youngest height-challenged option sitting at the end of the bench in a patriarch's squadron of sons, the faintest exhausted trust at the limit of a desperate father's struggle against unbelief, hoping for healing. It's all bigger on the inside than it's outside. True at the Christ Child stable, true of the surrounding Bethlehem community, the one who lay within was and is so inconceivably, astronomically, sublimely greater than anything observable on the exterior. It's just as true of that same Christ's cross. Its shadow over nations and millennia reaches unimaginably farther and more significantly than the apparent, finite, fatal, grotesque dimensions one first sees in it. Dear Church, in this sweet season as we celebrate with remembrance and gratitude the 125 years of God-given life and mission to the Church of the Lutheran Brethren, we remember and give thanks also for you, our partners in mission. Your participation in this kernel, might, leaven, cradle, and cross mission carries a life and significance so far greater than external impression. Yes, it is so much bigger on the inside, vast in unseen dimension and eternal significance. I thank God that the story of my life, written with the seeds and mites of Lutheran Brethren life, have so shaped and guided me into a life of fruitful meaning. I thank God also for what He is stirring on the inside in you and in many, many new leaders being unleashed in eternal significance. My entire life has been shaped by God through the constancy of the CLB in so many forms, and near every part of it in smallness. Small town, small church, small boy, small prayer meeting, small testimony, small courage, small gifts, and the allowance and encouragements to venture to use them, small assignments, small progress, small seeming fruit. Even my name, Paul, literally means small. There are dozens upon dozens of anecdotes, parts of my story that to the outside eye are not too impressive, but what God was doing on the inside through early mentors, a faithful discipling mother, our Bible camp, a life-threatening injury, a quiet praying church, a mission conference, unleashing experiences the church took risk on me as I Point counselor and Hillcrest Dean and Yellowstone LBC youth worker, pastoral and leadership callings, marriage, children, now grandchildren, all bespoke greater things He was working and faith He was giving on the inside. A single story to tell and end this recall of the small greatness percolating in me as only one CLB story. It was the late winter of 1987, my second year of seminary. I trudged to the synodical offices to despondently inform Foreign Mission Director Jarl Olson, I think in this very office, that I would not be able, as had been long planned and prepared due to an extended malady, to fulfill a summer internship that upcoming summer, following my purpose for entering seminary in preparation for an international mission teaching ministry. I'd been so eager to give my summer to learning culture, praying over a possible future calling, while providing grunt labor building a house for young missionaries Matthew and Judy Rogness. Director Jarl graciously received my news, and I exited this office, head hung low, on my walk down a hallway now all so ironically familiar to me. when a presence came up alongside me, an arm extended over my shoulder, and the summery, booming voice of Burton Bundy giving both assurance and invitation. Have I got a spot for you this summer? It was an internship summer, rather, in Colorado, preaching, pastoring, disciple-making among a new upstart group seeking to start a church in Fort Collins. It wasn't quite Cameroon. It was a fork in the road. God was stirring something bigger on the inside than apparent outside. Bigger on the inside than its outside tells also the story of the church on earth, and certainly for the Church of the Lutheran Brethren. We were called to life 125 years ago, of immigrant roots now welcoming and beautifully woven into a broadening, colorful fabric of those who each carry in common a veritable spiritual green card, befitting of alien sojourners on a mission here with a home beyond. In no pride, but in all grateful humility, we celebrate 125 years of smallish greatness. While the visible stamp of the Lutheran Brethren in North America may not impress census takers now much more than it did 2,025 years ago, the significance of mission and the stewardship of treasured faith and the sublime intersection of these, which indeed have made the CLB, as I love to say, a people restful in grace and restless in mission, has and is making a world of difference. Fruitful, eternal, beautiful difference. The family tree of the CLB, of all those first in China and then the Sudan, now Cameroon and Chad, Japan and Taiwan, and truly a vast number of other map locations. All those who by the CLB, by LBS, by Hillcrest, by LBIM, by NAM, by Inspiration Point and Tuscarora, by women's ministries and LB homes, by scriptures translated into many, many languages, medical missions, relief ministry, clean water wells, schools, missionary training, church planting, Bible college, Alpha Way, servant teams, now the Rooted Gap Year, and not to mention all the sum mission of local congregational life and that of CLB individuals given to their ministry and vocations to neighbors across the street and to neighbors across oceans. God has chosen to sustain and bless and keep us true to Himself and true to the Scriptures. It is rare for a church body to be sustained, alive, and thriving quietly in a biblically faithful, eternity-impacting mission after 125 years. And in this we are humbled, grateful, and expectant of what God may choose to entrust to us and how He may choose to use us in the years ahead. I do not doubt that 1 million souls, likely more, in far-reaching limbs of this family tree have heard the gospel, been made Jesus' disciples, and are now making disciples. 10 spiritual generations and beyond, branching out from our earliest CLB church parents. This has been and is the living, growing legacy of calling and entrusted stewardship of God's truth and mission given to the CLB. Yet ever and always, what has been given inside is so far bigger than the outside. And I suspect, knowing and remembering this is what guards and keeps us. To God be all the glory.